French people don't know you very well. So, first, where do you come from?
My mom is from Germany et mon père vient de la Martinique. Alors, je suis une chabine. Allemand et Martinique. And yeah, my mom is German. She met my dad in Paris. I made in Paris. I used to live in Paris when I was little. And then we moved back to Germany. So I'm German, Caribbean.
So, I saw you lived in Paris, Hamburg, London, New York, LA, Martinique. So, I want to know, where is your home?
I don't have a home. I have a big suitcase with too much shoes. No, right now I'm between Hamburg and Berlin and Paris. But I don't know. I think I want to move to Paris. J'aime Paris. And I have to work on my French, so I better move to Paris. I live in Berlin and Hamburg. But I want to move to... I want to be Parisienne.
Très bien. So, your father was a musician, your grandparents too. When did you decide to become a singer?
I always wanted to be a singer. I started out as a dancer when I was little. I took classical ballet lessons. I was a dancer for 10 years. I did a lot of shows and choreographed and was in theater plays. And I was always singing. And when I was 15, I met my manager and he took me to a studio. He saw me and took me to the studio the first time, and I really liked it, and I started to work with bands as a backup singer and recorded a song in little studios here and there. And then I was on tour with a group in Germany called Seed, a reggae group from Berlin. I was dancing for them, and then also for Bound Sound, another project from Berlin. I was a singer and I had my solos, and a lot of people saw me and said, "What are you doing always in the background? You have to work on your own stuff." And I was also working with Monsieur Parker, who was the saxophone player of James Brown. And I was on stage with him. He gave me solos and I used to sing for him. And he said to me last year, "Oceana, you know what? You're ready now. Do your own thing. Just do it." I was like, "Yeah, but how?" And, you know, it's not easy. Everybody who's into music or who's singing knows it's not easy. So, but after Maceo told me, "Oceana, you have to do your own thing now. Just do it." I was like, okay, I have two options. I continue and waste my time, or I just do it. And I just did it. And it was not easy, but I finished my album now. It's done. It will come out in April, and I'm really happy.
So, the album is Love Supply. Okay, it's a very soul, funk, pop. Why this choice?
The choice of the title or the music? The music. Well, actually, it's the music that I love and the music I grew up with. I grew up with a lot of reggae music, and my mom was very much into reggae and funk. She always took me to concerts. Even when I was little, I went to James Brown, George Clinton. You know, I saw all those concerts as a little kid, and I think that influenced me, of course. And then I always loved pop music. I always wanted to do pop music because it gives me the freedom to play around with different styles, not to be stuck into one style. And yeah, it's just the music that I love, that I feel. Yeah.
And now the choice of the title.
Love Supply, because there are a lot of love songs on the album, and when you listen to my music, it makes you smile, and I just wanna, you know, that's my message, love. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. So, could you talk about your single "Cry Cry"?
Yes, Cry Cry is it's a story, a real story about a very good friend of mine. We were very close when we were little, like 4 or 5, until we were 10, 12. And I always thought she has everything. She had that perfect family, you know. They had a lot of money, and always when we went to her home, she had everything. And sometimes I thought, yeah, I want to be like her, because she had everything, and everything seemed to be so perfect. And what was very sad is that she was hanging around with the wrong people. Wrong people. I mean, you meet people in your life, and sometimes they are bad influence. And she started doing drugs and really lost her way in a bit. We're not friends anymore, and I hope she's fine. But she was not good. And the song is for her and everyone who kind of loses their way in life, because life is crazy sometimes.
Okay. And what about my favorite title, the sexy, jazzy Pussycat on a Leash? What is this?
It's a rebel song. It's a rebel song. Because my boyfriend at that time, I was very jealous. You know, when I love someone, I'm a girl. I'm just honest. That's how we are. That's how girls are when we are in love. I used to ask him, where are you going? When are you coming back? He was like, oh, see, come on, man, you can't put the dog on the leash. You can't put the dog on the leash. But ladies, you know, we have to put the dogs on the leash because otherwise they go crazy. So I thought, okay, if he always says, you can't put a dog on a leash, let me write a song for the ladies and call it Pussycat on a Leash. Because I see dogs on a leash on the road, but I never saw a pussycat on a leash. That's the story. It's a fun story. It's not too serious, you know. The real Oceana, I believe in love and I believe in real love. I'm not like that, like, yeah, relationships are overrated and I don't care and I just play around. I'm not like that. It's just a mood. It's a party feeling, and it's a humor. It's not too, don't take it too serious. Don't think like, oh my God, this girl Oceana is crazy. She's like just playing around with all the guys. I'm not like that. It's just the song.
Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. Okay. Is Monsieur Parker on the album?
Monsieur's not on the album. I wanted him to be on the album, but he was on tour in Japan while we recorded. We recorded the album in New York, and he called me after he listened to Pussycat on a Leash, and he said, it's good stuff what you're doing. Continue. It's good. I like it. It's funky. I think in the future we will work together. I hope so. We will. I'm sure we will.
Next album?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Did you work with Jordan Alain, Ayo, or Nika?
No. I know them from. I know Ayo used to live in Hamburg, and Nika is from Hamburg too. So I know Nika from Hamburg. We know us. I don't really know Joy, but I think she's from Berlin, and of course I love all their music. I mean, it's cool that all those girls are doing their thing. Yeah.
The next album too? The next album? For the next album? Maybe. Or your next album? Maybe.
I don't know. Right now I'm just focusing on what I got now, you know, my album now, and I really look forward to perform and to tour, and we see who I work with for the next album, and yeah.
So after the album, after maybe your career of singer, I saw that earlier you were a beautiful actress. I see that you were a beautiful actress on a movie of Lars Baker.
Well, I was very small. I was très petit à 7 ans. I was a little child. I was 5. I couldn't even read because I didn't went to school. And it was very funny to, prepare the text that I had in the movie. But it was fun. I mean, since I was little, I always liked to be on stage or to be in front of the camera. It was just fun to me. I had so much energy all the time. And it was a very cool experience. And in the future, I would love to do movies. I can think of that. But I was very little, so a child actress, I don't know. I was too little for that.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup.
Un petit mot en français pour Générations?
Alors, la prochaine fois, je parle français. I promise. I promise. Bisous.